This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. Now, we have something you could say exciting to discuss, and I'm going to spell out all the details so that you guys are aware of exactly what is happening. As I said, this is a video that I promised that I would do for you guys, and it's in relation to the FIFA Congress that took place in Rwanda quite recently. And just a reminder, the other sorts of topic discussions that we will have in terms of future videos in particular is in relation to the United States having and hosting tournaments, the 20-year run, and also preseason. So these are factors that we're going to consider in future videos. So we look forward to seeing your insight. And of course, any queries that you guys have, go right ahead in the comment section to go ahead and let me know your thoughts about it. If you have question marks about it, if you have concerns and your thoughts in relation to the whole process. So what is the FIFA Congress? Well, the FIFA Congress is the supreme legislative body of FIFA. And as you guys know, FIFA is the Fédération Internationale de Football Association. And when you translate that to English, it is Federation International Football Association, but into English that of communication is the International Association Football Federation. Remember, the name of the sport is Association Football, not football, because you have different codes of football. You have rugby football, you have rugby league football, you have Aussie rules football. So the actual name of the sport is Association Football. That is the proper name of the sport. So that's why the federation, the governing body of world football, is known as the International Association Football Federation. So FIFA is the international governing body of association football, futsal, beach soccer. The Congress may be ordinary or extraordinary. Now, the FIFA Congress has taken part every single year since 1904. There were certain gaps in after 1914 because of the war, but they picked up back in the 1920s and they continued straight through, even into the 30s when you had the last pandemic with the Spanish flu, and continued in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even into the 2000s. The last time that the FIFA Congress took place in the Caribbean was 2009 in Nassau in the Bahamas. Since then, there's been the FIFA Congress taking place in Moscow, in Paris. Because of COVID, it was an online congress in a 2020 and a 2021, as the 2020 edition was supposed to take place in Addis Ababa, which is the capital of Ethiopia, and 2021 was supposed to take place in Tokyo, but the pandemic was still something that was prevalent. So last year it was in Doha. This year it's in Kigali in Rwanda, which is the capital city and the largest city in Rwanda. Next year it's going to be twofold. You're going to have one in Osaka in Japan and the other in Zurich. So what was discussed at the FIFA Congress? A number of aspects. And what has been decided? Well, we're going to discuss that right now. And we're going to talk in relation to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Kevin Williams says, big up Simon. Big up Kevin, hope you're doing well. So in relation to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the dates of the competition have changed. A couple of years ago, we started from June 9 to July 9. Now it's June 11 to July 19. It will be a 48-team tournament. USA, Canada, Mexico are automatic. 48 teams from 6 confederations, 16 venues. So that's 16 host cities. You will have 104 matches taking place. Yesterday, being Tuesday, the FIFA Council approved to revise the format featuring 12 4-team groups. So you're going to have 12 groups of 4 teams in each groups. And as you guys know from simple mathematics, 12 times 4 is 48. Good. Why was this changed? Well, for a number of years, ever since the United States, Canada, Mexico got the automatic rights to qualify to host the tournament, the 48-team World Cup, the first thing that was suggested was having 16 groups and 3 teams in each group. But there are concerns, especially over collusion, when you have 3 teams in a group, because you could have a situation where 2 teams that play each other in the last game of the group might collude together so that they could eliminate the other team that is involved. These were some of the fears that was discussed amongst pundits, experts, leading into where we are right now. Now, under the revised format, the total number of games played will increase from 64 to 104. And the number of games played by finalists will increase from 7 to 8. So if you go from the group stages all the way to the final, you'd play 8 matches, not 7. Remember, the previous format, you'd have 3 matches in the group stages, you'd have a round of 16, a quarterfinals, a semi-final, and a final. Now, under the new format, you will have the group stages, 3 games, round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, final. That's 8 matches. The tournament will be completed in 39 days, as we discussed prior, an increase from 32 days from the 2014 and 2018 editions of the World Cup in Brazil and Qatar, in Brazil and Russia, respectively. Each team would still play 3 group matches, with the top 8 third-place teams joining the group winners and runners-up in the new round of 32. So, with that being said now, you will have a situation where third-place teams will have a genuine opportunity to get to the next round. When was the last time we saw this? World Cup 94 in the United States. That's the last time where we saw teams that finished third in their group having a chance to advance to the next round of a competition. And this is something that has saved teams like the United States, who finished third, the host nation, in the past. And you have to think about other teams as well, such as Argentina. They finished third in their group in the United States in 1994. Italy, They also finished third in their group in 1994. Belgium. Belgium also finished third in their group in 1994. Belgium, Argentina, the United States, Italy, while Russia and South Korea were sent packing. So, eight. In 8 of the 12 groups, the 8 best third place teams will progress. That is an additional emphasis. That is an additional boost to those teams that if I go to the World Cup, if I can get myself 4 points, if I can get myself 4 points at the World Cup and have a healthy goal difference, I'm putting myself in a very, very, very competitive position to go through. So even if I finish third, I have 4 points and I have a healthy goal difference, I know I must be doing quite well to ensure that I'm progressing towards the round of 32. Absolutely great. And this is something that we have to consider as well. How does this impact Jamaica? Well, it also guarantees that if Jamaica qualifies, in the group stages, Jamaica would play a minimum of 3 games. A minimum of 3 games in the group stages. Isn't that exciting? I think it should be. And when you bear in mind the additional round of 32 format, it's win or you go home. Anything can happen at that stage of the competition. We're used to seeing the round of 32, especially in the Europa League and the UEFA Europa Conference League. But for the World Cup, this is something new. I know many people have varying views about a round of 32 and what it means and what it could do. But for me, I'm looking forward to it. And this is what the General Secretary, Mr. Dennis Chung, and also the President, Michael Ricketts, they were in Rwanda for in terms of discussing this, the FIFA World Cup itself, the 2026 tournament, and everything surrounding it and what lies ahead. What else took place? Well, the FIFA Council also approved the international match calendars as well. And these are the match calendars from 2025 to 2030. This is what was approved. In March, you'll have a 9-day window. In June, you'll also have a 9-day window as well. September, October, November, there are also 9-day windows in terms of the FIFA windows for international competitions. Based on the new calendar, the 2026 FIFA World Cup final will be played on Sunday, July 19, with the mandatory release period starting on May 25. So players would have to be released from their clubs May 25, 2026, following the last official club match on May 24, 2026. Of course, there are going to be a few exemptions to this, but this is exactly how it is going to pan out. There are also reminders as it relates to the venues where matches will be played. Vancouver, Seattle, San Francisco, LA, Guadalajara, Mexico City, Monterrey, Houston, Dallas, Kansas City, Toronto, Philadelphia, Boston, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, and Miami. What about the international women's match calendar? Well, for 2024-2025, it will contain 6 international windows per year. That's 6 windows per year. That's more opportunities to play football, and this is certainly an increase. So we're looking forward to what lies ahead as it relates to the international women's calendar. Also, changes are being made in relation to the FIFA Club World Cup. It is expanding to a 32-team tournament, and for confederations with more than 4 slots, access for the champions of the previous 4 editions of the Confederation's Premier Club competition, and additional teams to be determined by a club ranking based on the same 4-year period. So that is something we can consider. For the host country, access for the club occupying the slot will be determined at a later stage. These are some of the things that have been discussed. What are some other decisions that are being made? A few things that have been discussed. And that's in relation to FIFA's investment in the FIFA Talent Development Scheme, which will invest 200 million US dollars from 2023 to 2026. And this is in relation to strictly talent identification within the sport. And there's updates in relation to the funding that will go towards the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. And FIFA Council confirmed that the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup will be in the UAE this year, from November 16 to November 26, 2023, and the slot allocation for the Beach Soccer World Cup for 2025 Seychelles has also been approved, and CONCACAF will get 2 spots. CONCACAF will get 2 spots for the Beach Soccer World Cup. All right. So let's bear that in mind moving forward in relation to the Beach Soccer World Cup. All right. Other factors. There's one more that I want to discuss with you guys, and it's an important area, and I know that you guys have been eager to hear about it because we spoke about the World Cup, we spoke about FIFA, and we'll also speak about 2030 as well. So Morocco has officially confirmed that they will be in the race with Spain and Portugal to host the 2030 FIFA World Cup. So this is the first time that you're having a joint bid from 2 different confederations. Morocco from the Confederation of Africa, Spain and Portugal from the Confederation of UEFA. This is the first time that we're seeing this happen. The rival is being led by Uruguay, the combined with Uruguay, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay. As we know, it's like bringing the World Cup back home because 1930 was the first World Cup in Uruguay, 100 years ago, almost 100 years ago. So it would be a nice little omen or tidbit to have the World Cup back 100 years later in Uruguay where it all began. But Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, they are strong contenders as well. They're putting their plans in place to ensure that they can be competitive ahead of to winning the bid to host the 2030 World Cup. And a decision maybe sometime next year will come to a decision on that matter in relation to who will host the 2030 World Cup. So that would be more so at the next FIFA Congress that we would have a decision on that matter. So 2030, 2024. Yeah, 2024. That's where it will be. The third quarter of 2024, that's when the next host will be decided. Because right now it's Uruguay, Argentina, Chile, Paraguay. And of course, the strong one coming in is, without a shadow of a doubt, the one of Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. Now, many people are saying, what about the United Kingdom bid? Well, they've withdrawn from that and focusing their attention on hosting Euro 2028. And there's a confirmed bid from England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and Republic of Ireland. They are a strong contender at this point in time. Turkey have confirmed they submitted an application as well. So these are the 2 bids: England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and Republic of Ireland. So 5 countries could host Euro 2028. Russia, they had submitted a bid, but Russia, despite the current ban on UEFA and the participation of Russian clubs and the Russian national team to their country's invasion of Ukraine, UEFA declared that the 2028 and 2032 bids from Russia are ineligible by virtue of their invasion of Ukraine. So let's see what you guys are saying in the comments now, shall we? John A says, hey, Simon, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Does the loss and draw of Trinidad affect our ranking? It will. It will affect our ranking. How much? That is left to be seen based on the other matches that are being taking place across the world, but Jamaica may lose some quality points. It will a little. I hope both TNT and Jamaica qualify for the World Cup. I'm from TNT and I wouldn't want to celebrate too much just on a limited experience. I need to see more. IS Ab says, big up Simon, hope you're well. I'm doing good. How are you? 48 teams at the next World Cup. You think this is a sure qualification for Jamaica? My honest opinion, sure. No, we still have to work hard because when you're bearing in mind that Haiti, Suriname, Curacao are all doing their homework and ensuring that they get all of their players who are dual nationals the passport for that respective country. They're doing their homework and they're doing it quite effectively as well. And then when you think about as well that Panama and Costa Rica, for me, they're the ones leading a race in terms of for 2026. So Jamaica will have to be sharp, extremely sharp in terms of ensuring that we get all pieces together. And I'm quite confident that we're able to do that. So this is a grand opportunity. I know the format has changed, and I know Angus Eve has said a lot in relation to the World Cup qualifying format for CONCACAF, but let's go. Stephen James says 48 teams are a blessing and a curse. It makes it easier for us to qualify, but it also means very little will change at JFF. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by the change in part, but in relation to the qualification part, you say that, but there's a second round and not a final round. So Jamaica is not in the final round. Jamaica first has to go through the second round and finish within the top two of the second round to get to the final round. So that's what we need to do. That's what needs to happen. And that needs to happen. And it needs to happen very soon. So, yep, we hope for the best. But this is the latest in relation to the 2026 cycle. So I'm eager to hear what you guys will have to say in relation to what was said at the FIFA Congress, the impact that it brings for Jamaica. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it very much. So you guys can let me know your thoughts. And yep, if you guys haven't already, do check out the interviews from Amari Hutchinson and also from Tyler Roberts, Adrian Mariappa, Coach Heimer Hallgrimson, Angus Eve, and Kylie Overy. So I'm eager to hear what you guys have to say in relation to that aspect. All right. So do let me know, because I'm eager to hear what you guys will have to say there. Let me know, you guys, your thoughts about the videos that was also done earlier today in relation to the Mexico encounter. Yep, eager to hear from you guys then. And yep, any other questions that you guys have, go ahead and bang them in the chat, and let's hear what you guys have to say. All right. Yeah, looking forward. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know what you guys have to say. I'm looking forward to it. Mm-hmm. Ian Campbell, thanks very much. I appreciate it, man. How are you, Sir Campbell? I hope you are doing okay. How are things? Let me know. Simon, someone said you want to look like Sean Paul. That I want to look like Sean Paul? I never said that. Is there a link that explains the qualification process? Yes, I will drop it in the chat because I did a video on that in relation to the qualification process. So let me send that to you guys right away, so you guys are aware, because I did a video on it not too long ago. Yeah. I'm going to drop it in the chat right now so that you guys are fully aware of it. Okay. Lloyd, Chick, Eubank, Green. I'll do my best. But yeah, Rob's a good guy. Rob's a good guy, and he firmly believes that we're going to qualify for the next World Cup. And Ravel is committed for Jamaica, and he's ready, and he's always happy when he puts on the armband. We wish everybody all the best. Everybody, to ensure that this happens over the line. Kwani says, Simon, do you think Hallgrimson is getting influence on squad selection? Influence? I don't know what you mean by influence. By that matter, he's picking his team. So yeah. But I don't think anybody's saying pick him or else. That is not happening at all. Not at all. That is something that is not happening. Okay? Good. So hopefully you guys are aware of that and can remove that completely from your brain. That should be brushed aside completely. Yes. Anybody else? have anything that they would like to say, let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. Tell us how you feel. Yeah, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning into this video. This is an update as it relates to the FIFA Congress and what lies ahead for Jamaica. We will have an international match calendar going up to 2030, so that all FIFA dates will be utilized. So for the next 8 years, we can be sure that on every FIFA date, there'll be at least one game for Jamaica. At least one game for Jamaica. 2, if and when Jamaica gets to 2026 World Cup, we'll play at least 3 games in the group stages, round of 32, quarterfinals, round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, final. That's 8 matches overall. And in relation to the 2030 World Cup, Portugal, Spain, and Morocco are the front runners in that aspect as well. So, yeah. Stephen, he has been to a number of JPL games. I know many people would see him in relation to games that he has played to games at Mount Pleasant, but coach has been across the island watching players in the JPL. Inspire the new football style from these 2 games. It's going to take time for you to do that, but remember what you guys saw against Argentina and Cameroon. You guys saw the blueprint from there. JP Sports Talk says, when is Jamaica's next match? Jamaica's next match is March 26th. That is Sunday, March 26th against Mexico at the Azteca Stadium. That's Sunday, March 26th at the Azteca Stadium. If Jamaica defeats Mexico, then Jamaica will qualify for, that's right, the semifinals of the CONCACAF Nations League. Folks, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button right now. And after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Okay, guys, we'll be back later today with lots more. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices. Infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing and nutritious. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.